In this video, you're going to learn 3 essential American phrases and how to use them naturally so you sound more fluent. Hi, I'm Rebecca, a speech therapist, accent coach, and author, and I've helped tens of thousands of students through my courses and coaching speak English naturally and clearly. So let's get started with phrase number 1. So let's do some speech mapping with this phrase, "We will just see how it goes." When someone says this, they just want to wait and see what happens before they make a decision. First, let's look at the intonation or the music of this phrase. We'll just see how it goes, or we'll just see how it goes. There are a couple options that you could use to emphasize. We will just see how it goes. You get to choose the stress or emphasis that you like, and which word you stress changes the meaning slightly. If I want to stress see, that means I'm emphasizing the fact that we're really just going to wait and check. And goes, if I emphasize that word, then I'm trying to emphasize more of what the outcome is. We'll just see how it goes. Goes. But notice the high to low. I'm going to choose the word see. We'll just see how it goes. Notice the intonation rises see on the stressed word that I chose, and everything after that word falls down in pitch. That's indicating it's a statement, and it means I'm sure of it. The word we starts with a W. We want to ensure our lips are not touching our teeth in any way or vibrating. We. Pulling our lips forward away from our teeth. We. In IPA, the vowel E is represented by a small I. The word will is contracted. It means it becomes part of the word we. This entire word is pronounced as just the L sound. Wheel. This is a dark L as well, so more of the middle and back of my tongue is pressing up, not just the tongue tip. Wheel. Just. This sound is a voiced sound, not CH. If you were to take a CH and add your voice, G, it's like having a D sound, d, and a voiced J together, G. So if you say just, add your voice, feel the vibration, just. This is an vowel and STS, 3 consonants together. When you see that occurring and the middle is a T, usually the T disappears. Just see. You'll notice it's gone and the S's are pronounced only once. So now you're seeing just one S instead of 2. Just see. The E vowel, see in the word see, but we're going to sing high because this is our stress. Just see. How is an aspirated H, meaning blowing your air out. We don't delete this H. Ow, ow. How. You should feel airflow. OW, this is ow. 2 vowels. How it. The W links to I, and this will sound like wit. This I is the lower pronunciation, meaning your tongue is lower and relaxed as compared to E. Eat, et. So pull your tongue low. This is an uppercase I in IPA. The T is followed by a consonant. When that occurs, this T turns into a glottal stop. So this sounds more like a stop in the throat. It. And there's the symbol. The G is voiced. Go. There's your rounded O. And the S is not an S at all. This is a Z vibration sound. Goes. Instead of ghosts. Ghosts. Goes. So feel vibration is occurring on your throat. And that's how you get, we'll just see how it goes. Practice for yourself to get really good at this common phrase in American English. Quick question. Do native speakers ever ask you to repeat yourself? Do you know exactly why? Most English learners don't. They know they're being misunderstood, but they don't know which sounds, patterns, or habits are causing the problem. That's why progress feels so slow. American Accent Mastery gives you a complete roadmap for American English pronunciation. You'll learn the sounds, rhythms, stress patterns, connected speech, and how to train your mouth and ears and create habits that make the biggest difference in how clearly you're understood. If you're tired of guessing and ready for a proven system, click the link below. Start the American Accent Mastery today. Common phrase number 2, I don't really mind either way. Common phrase number 2, I don't really mind either way. When someone says this, they're saying, I'm okay with either option. It's used when they genuinely have no strong preference between two different choices. I can change the intonation to change the meaning slightly, meaning I can emphasize one word a little differently to change the meaning. I could say, I don't really mind either way. I'm emphasizing to my listener that I don't really mind. Now, if I emphasize really, I don't really mind either way. I don't really mind either way. What I'm really saying is, I might actually mind a little bit. I don't really mind either way, but a little bit of me does mind. I'm going to choose either way as my stress. Either way or either way. Both are options. I don't really mind either way. Way. Notice on a one-syllable word, I'm going both up and down in pitch. That's primary stress. Way. If you tend to talk in a very flat, monotone way, then going a little higher and lower than your typical baseline is what you're going to try to do. A falling intonation occurs at the end. That's the drop in pitch, because that's telling your listener you're finished the statement. Since the word I is not the stressed word or primary stressed word, I can reduce this to So there's a slight reduction in the clarity. I don't. It's very similar to a schwa. So you can have the I vowel or a little bit of an I don't. Either way, it's linked to the word don't. Since the T is in a 3-consonant blend and followed by an N, this is a situation where you either see a reduction of the T or you hear a glottal stop. Don't really, or don't really. Instead of a released T, don't really. Very rarely would you hear that. So I'm going to put in the glottal stop. Don't really. The R, pull the tongue tip. Make sure that it's not touching the space behind your front top teeth so it doesn't sound like a trill or a flap. The American R is a rhotic R, so we want to pull the tongue tip back and feel it bunched and tense in the mouth. The word really can be pronounced as re or re. Both are totally acceptable. Choose the one you like. Really, really. This Y, however, is an area of difficulty. This is an E sound. If you do struggle, some people will replace that sound with an E. So it can sound like rele. So pull the middle of your tongue to a higher, tighter pronunciation. Really. And feel the middle of your tongue really tense. Really mind. It's all linked together. This is the I sound. I, 2 vowels. Ma, that's your I. Mind. The D is voiced. And the D links to either. It will sound like deether. Mind either. This word either can also have 2 options. You have the either or either. So there's your E for either and I for either. Choose the one you like. This is a voiced TH. Putting your tongue between your teeth and vibrate on your throat. Z, z, either. The R is very important here. So if you tend to drop them or vowelize them, try to pull that tongue back and really fully pronounce an R. Either, a rhotic R. So pull that tongue really far back. Either way. The word way, many people struggle with W's, so it may sound like ve. We want to get those lips really, really protruded away from your top front teeth. The vowel in way is a diphthong, meaning two vowels. A, way. A. So if you do drop diphthongs, it would sound like we. Either way. So add a little extra E in there. Way. And that's how you get, I don't really mind either way. Practice for yourself to get extremely fluent with a really common phrase used in American English. And we're on phrase number 3. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. When someone says this, they're saying we'll deal with that problem if and when it actually happens. Let's discuss the intonation or the music of this sentence. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Notice one word sung a little more. And I sang on cross. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I could choose another if I want to express the problem, the bridge. I might say we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Usually you want to choose an important word that shows a lot of meaning. So verbs and nouns are really great options. So here we have cross. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Notice as I keep going past the primary stress word, every single word has a lower pitch or intonation pattern with falling at the end. That's a statement pattern, so it's falling at the end, never up, unless I'm showing that I'm not sure. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And if you want to sound confident, then you're going to use this high to low falling intonation. For W's, keeping your lips away from your teeth, we also have our E vowels, so we want to avoid neutralizing wi. This involves a full E. That means a tense feeling. The middle of your tongue is high in the mouth. We. The word will gets contracted with the word we and becomes just the L. Wheel. The word cross has an R blend. It means a consonant with an R together. This is very difficult for many non-native English speakers because this R is typically produced as a flap or a trill. Cross, cross. The tongue tip is touching the alveolar ridge. To improve this American English R, we want to focus on pulling the tongue tip down and away so it does not touch the alveolar ridge or the space behind your front teeth. So cross, as opposed to cross. The O here is an ah vowel. Ah. Typically people see an O and they think oh. Cross. But this is ah. When you see this vowel surrounded by other consonants and there's no E at the end, it's typically ah. To produce this sound, you want to open your lips in a way that makes them very relaxed. Ah. Your jaw is open as well. This is a full S, so no voicing to that S. The S links to that, so it will sound like that. That. This is a voiced TH. That's the IPA symbol. Tongue has to go between your teeth and vibrating. That. Now this T is followed by a consonant. So This will actually turn into a glottal stop. Instead of that, you'll hear that bridge, that bridge. Feel the stopping in the throat. Another consonant blend of R. Again, just like cross, bridge, pulling your tongue tip away and down. This I is a lower I. That means it is not tense. You're going to pull the middle of your tongue down. So instead of E, where your tongue is high, let it fall and relax. Bree, bre, bre. This J sound is the J. It has two sounds, a D, a full voiced D, and our voiced J, J. Many people will turn the voice off and it will sound like a CH. Bridge. Touch your throat, make sure your voice is on. Bridge. The J links to when, it will sound like Jwen, like it's a little J. The H is silent in when. The N in this word is very tricky for some people as they will use a back of the tongue sound instead of the tongue tip. So it may sound like wang by accident. So when we say when, feel the tongue tip is doing all the work, touching right behind your front teeth at the end. When. The N links with we, it will sound like nui, when nui. Here's our other E vowel, the T, double T. So we're only going to produce a T one time if they're next to each other. So this is not going to be get to, get to, get to. Choose one of them. We're going to get rid of one of them. This word to is not reduced to a t because the next word has a vowel. So that's when you're actually going to see an oo sound or to it. It links to the word it. This I is that low relaxed vowel, so don't say eat, but pull your tongue down. To it. The T at the end of the phrase, you have a choice. The T's at ends of phrases, you can either fully just let them out or release them using your tongue tip, or you can choose to use a glottal stop T. It. And that's another option. And this is how you get, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Practice for yourself to get awesome at this very common phrase in American English. If you realize that there are some gaps in your American English pronunciation and you want to master a high level in the American accent, then I recommend checking out my free demo lessons for the full mastery method. American Accent Mastery gives you all of the tools and the practice that you need to get to the conversation level, and it includes an assessment of your speech from me. You can access the course and all the free resources on my website, proactivepronunciation.com. Only a few spots are left. Once the 10 spots are filled, access will be closed until the next opening. So click the link in the description while there are still spots available. But if you just want to stick with me here on YouTube, this playlist will help you with even more of your pronunciation goals. I'll see you there.